In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I wrote a simple message using a liquid crystal display, or an LCD, in the Arduino platform. This, along with my previous video, is a part of a series I'm putting together documenting the process of building an Arduino Bowie Bot. The Bowie Bot has gone through many iterations, but I finally settled on a concept I'm happy with. Using 3 push buttons, forwards, backwards, and select, the user will scroll through a list of David Bowie songs and choose the one they'd like to hear. The chorus of a selected song will then play on a piezo capsule, which is just a fancy name for a buzzer. So I'm basically building an Arduino David Bowie jukebox. So for context, the LCD I'm exhibiting today is where the song titles for the user to choose from will be displayed. Let's get started. LCDs have 16 pinouts, and each of the pinouts has a specific function. Pin 1 grounds the circuit, pin 2 supplies voltage, in this case 5 volts. Those two aren't that exciting. The pinouts 3 to 14 control different aspects of the text that appears on the LCD screen. Pinout 3 corresponds to contrast adjustment. I use a potentiometer here. A potentiometer is like an adjustable resistor, and resistors reduce current flow. I like to compare resistors to light switches. The light is either on or off. There is no light switch superposition. But with a dimmer on your light, you can make it as bright or as dark as you'd like. A resistor either reduces current flow or it doesn't. But a potentiometer allows you to adjust on the spot how much current you want flowing through your circuit. Pinouts 4 to 6 involve reading from and writing to the register, which is a little more complicated. It doesn't have a lot to do with my specific circuit. So I'm going to skip ahead a bit and focus on pinouts 7 to 14. Pinouts 7 to 14 are 8-bit data pins. To connect them with the Arduino board, we have to hook up wires between the LCD's pins and the Arduino's pins. When I started looking into this, I assumed that each LCD pin corresponded to a predetermined Arduino pin. So I thought I had to learn the universal language. What Arduino pin corresponds to what LCD pin? I was going through tutorials and how-to guides, but all of them used different combinations. One would say connect pin 5 of the LCD to pin 8 of the Arduino. Another would say connect pin 5 of the LCD to pin 11 of the Arduino. I finally figured out that which pins connect the LCD to the Arduino is completely up to me. I get to make up my own little language, and this is what I decided on. I had no previous experience with liquid crystal displays, so I roughly followed a tutorial from the Arduino website. And the people who wrote the code I was following used a different combination of connections between Arduino pins and LCD pins. So I had to change that in my code. Another really key part of the code was the utilization of the liquid crystal library. The liquid crystal library acts as a toolbox. I could use functions from this toolbox in my code without having to tell the code what they meant, because the code already knew what they meant because it was running through the library. lcd.begin and lcd.print are examples of functions from the liquid crystal library. Using this code and the aforementioned function, I told the Arduino and the LCD to print my name. This is what the finished product looked like. I'm going to use what I learned from building this super simple circuit when I built my David Bowie bot. So stay tuned for more videos on this channel, and I'll also be publishing articles on my LinkedIn page, which I'll link down in the description below. I'm so excited to continue to share my experiences with the Arduino platform with you.